Kevin Wayner to pull for Asian Face. The last game of the night, Asian Face against Scoober Diving.
Big pull to probably, well, middle of the end zone. Looks like Mitch to pick up. Mitch throws the in cut to
Jacob Moskowitz.
The diner picking up with Scoober Diving tonight. Lack of, wait, is Stitch around? I can't see him.
I haven't seen him.
It's a good pickup to get the diner. In cut to, oh, nice bid by Jacob. Swing to Wayner.
I made a comment to Ashley earlier tonight that pretty much every time Corey Hilton gets a disc,
Ashley throws a turnover into the net. I blame the red rash. She can blame whatever she wants to blame.
blame it on the... Not going to finish that.
Censored by racism.
Blame it on the Chad Henne. On the Chad Henne.
So I don't need to like look at this, dude, like the timer to see how much time is left, do I? I can like just leave it.
You just let it go, and whenever we need to take a look at it, we can.
Okay. I'll just put it on the ground. Oh, a huck up to Zach with a... He should bid for that.
I believe the term we're looking for is burden of proof.
Yeah.
Prove to us that you were too far away to catch the disc.
It landed like...
When you land on your face, we'll believe you that you were too far away to not make a play.
Disc, looking to throw up to an unguarded...
I don't know who that is.
I mean, he goes to John Carroll. I should know his name.
Oh, that's Jacob Gooch.
Yeah, Gooch. Gucci.
Fresh,
yeah, it's
fresh,
Gucci.
Fresher,
yeah.
fresh shower. Isn't it French? I do not know how to pronounce it.
I always get Gooch and Cherry mixed up.
For sure. I have no idea. Scuba diving. Oh, I was gonna say, did they pick up Libby? But I think Libby is on their team to begin with. The Nick Bean signal's ready.
Wayner to pull.
Sorry,
staying back to handle with Nick Bean is Mitch. Nick Bean to pick up over to Mitch. Mitch throws the in cut to Zach. Zach looking to throw a break around to Jacob, who launches a huck up to Libby. Libby to catch for the score.
Nice, 1-1. Let's get a close-up on these shorts that BT is wearing.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink Yingling because it's better and not Mexican.
What is BT wearing? Those flowery shorts.
Lame.
Alright, that's enough of that.
It's him trying to be flaming, if you will.
He's probably trying to be hip.
Hipster.
What?
It's because he knows his favorite band, LMFAO, is doing the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
No way.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's them and Madonna.
I heard Madonna, but I did not hear the LMFAO was doing it as well.
They are showing up with Madonna. Pull up to Corey. Nobody really back with Corey to handle. BT to pick up. Back to Corey. Looking to throw. Got some swing to Will Ginn. And BT with the doink. Got to be the shorts, man. If he was wearing better shorts, he wouldn't have doinked that. Or if he would grunt louder. Jacob to Libby. Libby looking to throw to Bayant. Bayant with the grab for the score? Or
foul called, I believe.
They're calling him out. I think they're calling him out.
I think it was...
No. Like the call was out.
Oh, he drops disc signaling and he agrees with the call.
You are mishearing out and foul. They sound kind of...
My hearing is rather terrible.
I mean, with an Ashley high-pitched scream of out or foul, they probably sound the same. Swing to Will Gann.
I don't think I've seen Will Gann handle before. Are they forcing backhand?
I think so.
It might be a forced middle.
A turnover.
I think it was a forced turnover.
Turnover swing. It's got to be like a yard out of the end zone. Mitch to pick up. Throwing to Libby for another turnover.
Burden of proof, please.
That was pretty far. It landed out of bounds.
I don't care. Brandon Thomas to bring the disc in.
Yeah, with his flaming shorts.
Jacob Moskowitz on the mark. Rather active mark by the diner.
The diner. Oh.
Who dunked that? Oh, Laura Stigl.
Laura not cleaning up the in-cut swing-ish type throw from BT.
Mitch looks to pick up.
Too much laser from the neon shorts.
Let's get a little view of this verse
Mitch picks up the disc and doinked by Nick Bean. Corey to pick up.
I'd like to see some more fundamental throws there on the end zone. Value the disc.
Force forehand. Bant on the mark, towards the disc. Looks to throw a break around the BT.
It's creating some big break space there.
It's a huge break space so he can throw a forehand huck up that is not brought in.
By Chris Allard, I believe.
Yeah.
Marked by Nick Bean, who will pick up the disc for Scoober diving.
Chris Allard is inches away from that grab. Nick Bean in cut by Libby. Libby hucking it up to Jacob Moskowitz, except the Raptors screw life over again.
FML.
I mean,
Corey.
It's nice that we have such a huge indoor facility, except, you know, we get screwed by wires and rafters all the time. Huck by Ashley, but that's going to go out of bounds.
We need to keep a counter on Corey Hilton every time he swings the disc in.
I think that Ashley is pissed off because she's rashing. I don't know. I'm just
rambling, we know.
I mean, she did fall on the ground and start screaming. You probably didn't catch that on film.
I don't think I did.
She just laid on the ground and started laughing.
To her benefit, we did not catch that on film.
That's probably true.
Libby with a nice grab.
Miss D, but Libby with the grab.
A signature Libby one-handed grab.
Laura with
I believe
the
that's
layout.
Jenny Agin with the score.
Score by Scoober diving, and
does that make it 2-1? We don't know the score.
That's a good.
What's the score?
Yeah.
2-1 Scoober diving.
2-1 who?
Yes, White is picking up Mac.
Probably because Stitch is not here.
And Jacob Motzke. Yeah.
Mac is looking more broken every day. He's got an ankle brace now. I'm sure he'll have a knee brace on later.
Oh, that's pretty equivalent to Stitch then. Jacob Motzke with the pull.
Nice. Oh, wired.
Who is that with the cow shorts? Is that?
That's Rose.
Oh, Rose picking up.
Who's she picking up for? Is she just picking up?
I don't see Annie G anywhere. Huge break by Corey.
Rose to Corey. Layout by Mac. Throws to the score. Puts a tie game. Asian Face at Scuba Diving 2-2.
Kevin Wayner to pull for Asian Face. I believe the score is 2-2 now. Question mark. You're supposed to back me up on that one.
I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
What's the score? 2-2?
Oh yeah, it's 2-2. Well, it should be 2-2. Wayner with the pull. Pretty high. Misses the rafters.
Thank God.
So it lands in the end zone. Picked up by Mitch. Mitch does not have a first throw available to him. But he does get
Actually,
an
he did.
Libby with the catch.
And power. But
throws a hug up to Mac.
Oh.
With a huge bid by Wayner. But Mac still brings it in.
3-2 Scuba diving. Oh, is Wayner okay? Or is he just pouting? Here, let's give him some.
I think I got that out before.
Looks like Mac's gonna pull. There, he's got the disc in his left hand.
(3-2) Scuba diving over Asian Face for carrot_carrot.
This would be. How would you pronounce those squiggle marks?
I mean, 2/3 of a triangle, the bottom part of a triangle, and then 2/3 of a triangle. I mean, you could do it that way. Oh, actually, a pick up to Wayner.
Huge pull to the back of the end zone. Is that zone-esque?
I don't know.
Are they running some kind of junk? I guess not.
No, they just took a while to set their man. Ethan with the disc. Bean putting the hard mark on. Ashley with the around.
Chris Allard.
Calling for a inside-out forehand. Breaks
Rose, dish to power.
Rose to Wayner, who hucks it but it was a little far for Ethan Yord to get to.
I think just auto-focused on Mitch. Every once in a while, this camera will put a green square over somebody.
Bean with the in cut to Mac, to Libby, who looks to throw a dump swing to Bayant, to Zach. Zach fakes, but dumps it off to Bean.
Swing,
Bean
please.
assessing the situation, looks off an in cut, swings it to Mac. Mac swings it around to Bayant, who throws an in cut to Libby. Libby throwing an OI forehand to Zach for the score.
Another break, 4-2 Scoober diving.
Yeah, Scoober diving up.
This could be a huge upset in the making.
It's early in the time.
I was saying earlier, Corey Hilton does play some really good fundamentals, some good swing throws. But I like to see him just break the mark repeatedly.
We have about 44 minutes left in the game, so that's still a lot of time to make up 2 points.
Nick Bean to pull? Yes, Nick Bean to pull.
Pull's kind of low.
Corey to receive.
Still gets to the middle of the end zone. Corey to BT, back to Corey.
Some nice handler movement to begin the point.
Back to BT with some power. Throws a break around to Allard.
Jenny almost come up with the D.
Almost with the D, but Laura taking advantage of that missed D by her defender. Brings it in, makes it 4-3. Scuba diving up.
Oh, I'm sorry, I recorded the wrong team. I think that was BT to pull.
Yeah, BT with the pull.
We're losing it over here.
Hits the wire, and he doesn't even make it to the end zone. Even without the wire, it wouldn't have made it to the end zone. He's got to do some more roids, or take off those hideous shorts.
Is that Gooch on the mark?
Yes, it is. Gooch on the mark. Ethan with the bid.
No mark.
Jacob picking up, throwing a nice forehand to Libby.
Oof.
Jumps a little. I don't know how to.
She should have
faked. She didn't get high enough. She missed it.
Should have faked the jump and then just ran to her left and caught it. Although I don't want to criticize.
Well, I mean, we can see it better than she could see it.
Hindsight is 2020.
Is hindsight looking from far away or looking back?
Hindsight is looking back on.
Well, I knew that, but I was in this situation. You were referring to hindsight, but we could see it differently than her. Is there an injury call?
That's a good question.
Sounds like an injury call.
Perhaps Laura Stigl injured. Maybe not. She's just kind of standing there.
Lots of discussion going on.
Don't know what's going on.
Nothing decided. Okay, Laura is now no longer on the field, so
I think Ashley came in for her.
Ashley replaced Laura as an injury substitute. White did not sub any of their women. Corey with the disc.
Rose is mismatched a little bit, no offense. Oh.
Bid by Ethan Yord, a little too far out in front of him to get it. Or he just, didn't run fast enough.
Nick Bean to pick up the disc. I almost said Ethan to pick up the disc. I'm mixing up my John Carroll players, sorry.
So Mitch throws to Libby. Libby looking to throw a forehand over to Jacob for the score.
5-3 scuba diving.
Switching up the previous play to the end zone. Jacob to Libby, Libby to Jacob.
Nick Bean to pull again.
Nick Bean pulls to Will Gann. Will Gann in the middle of the end zone to
Ashley Gann, no relation.
At the front of the end zone.
In fact, they don't even have the same last name.
Corey dumps it to Ashley, who looks off 2 cuts, and then throws to Corey, who throws it to Rose. Rose hucking it to Will Gann, but
deep.
A big Bean by the Thunderdome. Did you get that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
You're questioning me.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way it looked. Thunderdome throws an in-cut to Libby with the doink. That's unexpected.
I looked away for a second and did not pan over.
A very big blade.
Taken in by
Jacob Moskowitz with the huge D. Right? That was a D by
the Diner. Yeah. Oh, that was a D.
Losing a bunch of weight so he can make a huge
Corey
lap,
with
and then
a
get hand
point
blocked by Corey. Man, this is pretty nice.
This is juicy. The action on the field, I mean.
Yeah. Bill Gann with the backhand to Ethan Yord.
Snappy backhand there.
But a little too high for Yord.
Was that the diner with the D again?
No, it was Zach.
Zach Johnston.
Yeah, Zach, homeless man with the hat, Johnston.
Will Gann calling for an away force. Well, we usually line up on the other sideline, so for me that's an away force. For Asian Face, that's probably a home force. It's funny to note which teams.
You could say forcing bar and forcing scoreboard, because the bar is on the left of us and the scoreboard's on the right.
That makes sense.
But Jacob with the disc, fakes a forehand and throws a swing to Mitch.
Each team kind of has its own territory here marked out in the Winter League arena.
Missed by 2 or 3 people, cleaned up by Ashley, throws to Corey, who's looking to throw maybe a swing or a dump, but takes a strike-ish to Will Gann, who throws a OI forehand to Ashley, who cleans up with, is that a score by Gucci?
Well, you need to not call your boy out until a call is made.
Are they counting that as a score? Looks like it's a score.
5-4 scuba diving, I believe.
5-4?
Yeah, it's odds now because White's coming down here. Let's get a time check.
Okay, no. Just do the iPhone now. Do the commercial. Fuck bitches, get money.
Looks like Kevin Wayner to pull. Jacob Moskowitz signals ready in the foreground.
Pull goes up to Bayunt, who could have let that go out of bounds for a brick, but he throws it to Mitch.
Perhaps they value flow over field position. Perhaps I'm giving them too much credit. Big backhand put.
A laser backhand to Jacob, who is not in. Fakes a forehand, but throws the backhand for the score.
And
Scoober diving's up
6-4. A couple more minutes till halftime, maybe.
Pull goes up because we were laughing too hard. We missed the initial
Jacob Moskowitz to pull. Kevin Wayner brings it down and immediately swings it to Will Gann. Big dish to power. BT with the throw and go. Wayner with the big forehand put.
Bean misses the D and BT cleans up an easy pancake for the score.
Asian Face closes it to 6-5.
Yeah. That's 6-5.
That's my iPod. Let's go to the clock.
The clock left 33 minutes.
A few minutes left until halftime. Kevin Wayner to pull for Asian Face, down 6-5. Nick Bean, the Thunderdome, he's wearing 69.
You know, something I noticed, Kevin Wayner, even though normally he has been posting the games by the time they appear, last week he posted Asian Face's game first, even though they were the last game.
Really?
It is a little biased. I don't know if that's the right word. But
ooh, nice dig.
He favors his own team, so he's going to put their video up first. That's fine.
I mean, he's got the right. It's his camera.
It is his camera.
Zach Johnson with the disc. Who is marking BT? A big inside break. Nick Bean can't come up with it.
A little lasery. But BT picks up.
That's what I get for looking at the field when there's action going on in the camera.
And
Nick Bean, redemption.
Yeah, redemption makes up. Number 69 makes up for that that incomplete pass. Throws an in cut to Zach. To Libby. Throws the forehand up, but Wayner with the big D.
Jenny was camping under it, but she did not expect Kevin Wayner. Ashley to pick it up. I can't tell what Libby is trying to mark. Maybe she's just trying to get all up in Ashley's face.
Up trying to stop everything.
That could be possible.
Looking for a dump.
Sometimes you give your elite players some more leeway to do whatever they want.
Wayner throws up to BT, but the wire.
Unfortunate.
Wire screws everyone over in this game. I know how that feels.
How does it feel?
Like you just. I mean, I've never had that actually happen, so it's probably a really bad analogy. Bam with the disc, throws Io to Libby.
Turnover.
Well, no, that was probably to Nick Bean, but Libby tried to catch it anyways and doinked. 30 minutes to play. Wayner to Corey. Corey to Laura. Brings it in for the score.
Ties the game up
Laura,
at 6
yep.
o'clock. Oh, 6 o'clock. 6 apiece, I'm sorry. There's about 20 seconds left till halftime, so Asian Face will get this pull off. Oh, apparently they're going to mirror, despite the fact that... Wow, good job, Wayner. And Pravin is just meandering onto the field and going to walk back off. They're going to mirror despite the fact that this point was started before halftime. I guess the captains are free to do whatever they want.
We got that fatty walking across the field.
Bum.
He's a caveman. Doesn't even know what fine motor skills are called.
Hey, walk slower, please.
Or even how to do them.
How to do motor skills.
He doesn't even have any fine motor skills. It's called moving your fingers back and forth.
First point of the second half.
Mac to pull.
Was that Mac with the white shorts? I don't know if that was
That was
right.
Mac. It's Wayner to receive to Ashley. Back to Wayner. Wayner looking to Huck. Not enough cuts.
Nice little breakthrough,
Ethan with
Ethan.
the in.
But Jack
And throws the Huck up to BT. BT with the grab for the score.
Asian Face goes up by 1. I think it's 7-6.
Ashley with the pull. Mitch to pick up. In cut to Jacob with the D. I did not see who got that D.
When there's a break in the play, just film MC humping the Patrick doll.
It's pretty funny, dude.
It's like he's just having it there and he's like shaking it.
He keeps going like this, Beth.
I mean, I kind of need to view what's going on here. Corey with the disc, swings it over to BT.
BT looks break up to Allard.
Nice, Yord!
That guy right there. That cheesy grin on Ethan York. He just caught a score.
For somebody. Like I'm like 3 feet.
So that puts, I think that puts Asian Face up 12 by 2. 12-10 maybe?
He almost got that.
Either they suck at scoreboard or we suck at camera scoring. Told 8-6, but I know Asian Face is up 2. Bean with the disc. Throws the in cut to Mac. Mac hucks it up to Zach for the score. Scuba diving is up. No, they're down 1 now. Asian Face is up 1. Mr. Homeless Beaner wearer right there. Look at that hat. He's even going to turn around and acknowledge. He's got a shadow of 26 on his... Oh, there he goes. Look at that beautiful face of the homeless school kid. Jacob to pull, forehand. Pull goes up. Very good pull. Wayner to pick up to Corey. Corey throwing the in. Dumps to Yord. Yord to Wayner. Wayner to Yord. Yord throws to Wayner. Incomplete pass. Bean to pick up. Taking his jolly old time there. Jacob with the disc, throws the forehand to Libby. Libby up to Zach.
Hey, Jason.
Zach throws a turn. Unfortunate. It's a good deep cut by Zach. Good, how are you, Weston?
Good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I should have brought you.
Yeah, you should take over, Cranes.
Oh,
Do you need something?
oh
over
man,
here?
Bethel taking over for me while I go to the bathroom.
I mean, killed 4.
Wayner with the disc, a little flip over the top. To,
How were you last night?
back to Wayner, big jack.
So-so.
Oh, sorry.
Way to make a play. Way to make a play.
Yeah, Libby making a play.
Ethan Yord and Libby get wrapped up. Ethan Yord comes up with a disc to make it
That was pretty impressive.
9-7 Asian face. Kevin Wayner to pull for Asian face, up 9-7.
They're only up 1 break right now. They're just maintaining the break.
Yeah.
They were down a couple points earlier in the game.
There have been more than 2 breaks this game, but apparently Asian Face is up a break presently.
Asian Face was down 2 or 3 early, and have come back.
Oh, sorry.
Is that gonna pick up?
Who, Mac? Yeah, he's picked up with like 2 teams tonight.
Oh no! Did he
Zach
just throw
with
a
the turn,
turnover?
yeah.
Did-
That's unfortunate.
Zach doinked that on the turn.
Corey
It was
Hilton.
a decent throw. I mean, it could have been better, but
Shredder by Kevin
throws to
Wayner.
Allard, but
Assists,
Allard
but,
kind of
falls
turns
over
around and
forwards.
tries
There was
to
a
read
thicker-
it, but
a
could
thicker
not bring that
space
in.
That was available there.
I'd like to welcome Weston Miller to the booth.
The booth being inside a soccer goal. Well, he's not in the booth then.
Casually. I'll step into the booth in a moment.
Then cut to Libby. Libby throws.
Ashley
To
approaching
Mac.
her person by a liberal 20 yards. No, technically.
Libby back to
Ashley
Zach.
playing serious defense.
Zach is looking to
Yeah, I was gonna say, he needs to-
never mind. He dumps it to Mitch. Mitch is like, you should just go to the end zone, and throws it into the freaking sideline again.
You said the
That's-
end zone, not the
That
wall.
looked good outdoors, except it probably would have been blown away.
Ashley
so I'm
Gann
not
to pick
quite
the
sure.
disc up. Can't tell what the mark
You
is.
only get away with so many shredders
Forehand.
in your lifetime. You have a limited amount of
No,
shredders. you
Mitch
can
really
throw
wanted someone to go to the end zone on
in your
that.
entire life. Probably like around 43.
Rose puts
Rose
up a
with
big
shredder,
forehand,
but Zach cleans up the D.
Greg Feld camped under it.
So use your 4,300 shredders wisely, because if you use more than that,
Big
they're
put from Zach
probably all
Johnson,
gonna
D'd by Wayner.
I was supposed to go to Nick Bean, but the throw was way early.
Provin
There's
George
a
with the
lot of
disc.
premature.
hope in that.
Dumps it to Wayner
Not a lot of
with a
Wayner
little
with
bit of
the
power.
Throws
Ooh.
a forehand to
There's a
Chris
little thicker
Allard.
space,
Attempt
but
number
that's not
2.
bad.
Tries to box
And-
out his man.
Oh, not cleaned up. I think Corey interfered with Allard's attempt at
Is that
cleaning that up.
Mac.
And Mac is
Should have
hucking
known.
to Libby. And is Libby going to catch that? Oh! Libby versus Wayner, and it's a D. That would have been embarrassing if
It's
Libby had caught that over
pretty
Wayner.
impressive plays in the last couple points. Can we get that girl like an assist or something?
Who's that? Allard with the throw up the line to, I think, Provin,
Oh,
who throws it inbounds, but a little too low and a little too bladey for anyone to come up with it.
Time left.
A little under 19 minutes to go. I think Asian Face is up by 2 or 3. I can't remember anymore.
just one concerted defensive effort right here would be huge for their momentum. They could stop and just score.
For Asian Face,
There's a little bit of fouling going on. In the middle.
Rose giving Libby a piggyback ride.
the business.
Mountain Dew.
There's a little bit of fouling.
Scoober diving to bring the disc back in after timeout.
Supplemental health insurance.
Mitch with the
through the
disc.
employer, and then family
Zoom out a little bit.
insurance.
Are you still 25?
Libby needs to probably cut under now,
24, I'm gonna-
as I called.
So you're still covered.
Yeah, still covered.
Zach
for-
Johnson undercut Nick Bean with a strike up line.
Oh my gosh, my birthday's in a month.
Mitch got bailed out by Mac.
When's your birthday?
Mac swings to Libby, puts it upfield to Zach Johnson. A bloody forehand to Mitch.
Mitch throws to Bean.
Hammer!
Takes that, throws up to Mac, who
That's a quality
Catches
throw.
it past a diving Wayner. Jacob Moskowitz looks to pull for Scoober diving, down 9-8 now. About 15 minutes left in the game. 1 quarter of Frisbee left. Ashley pulls it in and swings it to Corey, who puts it back to Ashley with power. She'll swing it back to Corey. Swing it to BT and back to Corey again. Huge backhand hook by Corey. D'd by Mitch. Mitch picks it up and swings it to Libby. Not much of a swing, more of an upfield throw. She swings it back to Jacob. Back to Libby. Nick Bean keeping it inbounds. A foot block attempt by Corey Hilton. The around dump attempt not made by Mitch. Ashley again to pick up the disc. Hits BT near the end zone. Will strike by Ashley. Nothing showing. Ethan Yort picks up the disc near the outside of the end zone, but a pick was called. Little argument over what the stall count should be. Ethan will send the disc back to BT. Tapped in by Jacob Moskowitz, who BT swings to Ethan. Rose open at the front cone, swings to Ashley Gann, swings it to BT. Hammer to Ethan and Rose. Ethan can't hold on to it long enough.
Nice defense.
I think we're done with those. Nick Bean will pick up the disc for scuba diving. Corey Hilton marking him at the front cone.
Libby with the in cut.
Gets looked off.
Throws an IO to Zach
Doinked
and does not bring that in. It's got to be the hat.
He's homeless.
Yeah, he's homeless. Homeless hat.
Ashley to pick it up. Rose is cutting to the our left side of the end zone, swings it to BT, or I'm sorry, Will Gann.
With a layout D by Jacob Moskowitz.
He's looking
He got a
fit.
piece of that. He is in shape and 200 pounds less than he used to be.
He lost 200 pounds.
I don't think it's that much, but it might as well be.
I bit on that fake hard. Did you see that, Mitch, with the disc?
I don't watch the camera. I'm watching the field, so
I bit
can
so
see the
hard.
people.
Wasn't even a good fake. Annie, a little poach there. Of course, play stopped, so
Little stoppage. Resume.
Some of that will
Mitch with the
happen.
disc, throws up an OI to Zach, who
come
doesn't
down.
quite bring that in. BT cleans up to make sure that it is not caught by the other team.
BT will bring it up to the front cone, marked by Jacob Moskowitz. Looks like a backhand force, maybe a trap for one.
A backhand huck by BT.
Mitch
But
looks
Mitch
like come down
totally
with
in position.
it. D'd up by a couple Asian-faced players. Looks like Ethan and Will Gann.
Mitch in prime location to make that D. Ethan had to make.
Wait,
Ridiculous.
I went backwards on that. Neither Asian-faced player came up with that,
Yeah.
and Mitch kind of got a virtual D. I'm very sorry
Mitch
about
was in
that.
perfect position to make that play.
Mitch swings it to Libby, who swings it to Zach Johnson. Puts it upfield to Annie.
Annie does not throw that. Libby.
Dumps to Zach Johnson.
Zach throws to Mitch.
Hits Mitch.
Nice backhand up to Libby, who does not get high enough to grab that. That was huge. Their scuba diving is down 2. They're down a little bit. They really needed to bring that in to make this more even.
Timeout called by Ashley. Oh, that's going to be changed.
Sorry.
We missed Ashley tapping the disc in and swinging it to Corey.
Okay, no, that's to Rose.
Oh, sorry.
Rose to terrible neon green shorts. Back to Ashley. Ashley throwing it up. The BT.
BT brings it down to make it
Brings it
10-8 Asian face with about 10 or 11 minutes left.
Good
Kevin Wayner doing some disc tricks. He looks to pull the disc for Asian face. Minute to win it.
What is it? Asian face up 2?
Here, we need to add a minute to this clock. We'll take care of that in a minute. So about
So what,
9:20 left to go. I'll take care of that. Is that Jenny with the disc? Swings it to Mitch.
Yeah. Mitch throws a huck up to Bean. Bean versus Gooch. Bean with the disc. Looks to Libby. Oh, does not throw it to her.
I was busy playing with my clock.
Did you not get that catch?
I think I got it.
Libby with the in. Libby looking to throw a score forehand. Nope, throws the swing around to Bayunt, who does not have any cuts, so he's looking to dump. But he throws to Libby for the score.
9-8 Asian face. Wait, 9-8? No.
Scoober's
10-9.
Scoober's down 1.
10-9.
Whatever it's supposed to be.
Jacob Moskowitz to pull for
Well, I
scuba
can live
diving.
here. That's all I know. Jacob Moskowitz recently in Israel, launching a business. In you go. More to come on that later.
Rashly
Fresh back to
throwing
the
the
States
swing.
on Sunday night. Looking pretty trim and playing some pretty good defense. Definitely given an
I
important
mentioned
matchup
earlier that
this
he
point.
lost like
Probably looking for a power look.
Oh, and the backhand
Nice
to
hook.
Laura Stagel
That's a sick
for
throw.
the score.
Asian
my
face
Putting
goes
Asian
up
face up to
11-9.
Nowhere.
shorts all night.
Weston advocates Brandon
Weston
Shorts.
loves BT shorts.
Well, I mean,
The rest of us hate them.
They're in a proper theme of board short attire, but
They're
as
neon
far
green
as the color
and-
scheme goes,
I just bit on another
that's
fake.
ugly. It looks like
Is that Bayou with the
got
disc? Or that's
slime.
Mac, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Same
Mac with the
time,
disc.
like-
Big bid by Wayner.
his pants tried too hard to accept the slime as like a positive marketing factor.
Jenny with the disc. A little backhand fake
And in
around.
doing so, they backfired drastically.
Bayou with the disc, a big forehand
Come
hog.
on, Brandon, let's go
Forehand to
slime.
Mac. Is Mac gonna get?
Yes!
Grabbed by Mac.
Dirty.
Oh, wow.
It brings the score to a 1-point game.
Folks will wonder if that bid was
Scoober within
necessary.
1.
The answer
With
is
5.5 to go.
we were both pretty confident. it
Nick
wasn't
Bean to
gonna
pull for
happen.
scuba diving.
And all of a sudden it happened.
Big play.
5.
I was
Big play by
94% sure.
4:45 to go. Scuba diving down by 1.
Nick Bean with the pull in his purple cleats.
Nick Bean made that sick
Thor
grab a
jersey.
few points ago. Let's see if we can parlay that into some.
It takes a special
defensive
type of
skill.
person to wear the number 69 on their jersey.
Weston gave the percent chance that Mac would make that last layout grab 6%.
No.
No, it was 94% chance
sure
against it.
Against. That doesn't mean 6% for.
Libby with a big D there.
And granted, the percentage chance of laying out is different than the percentage chance of trying to catch the disc when laying out.
It's true.
Not that we need to articulate that.
4 minutes to go. Nick Bean with the disc. Swings it to Jacob. Swings it to Libby.
Punching in the open side.
Libby throwing a forehand up to Jacob, who brings
it
that in
down.
for the score. What's that, a tie game?
The diner is.
Amir
so
going
good.
crazy over there on the sideline.
Amir going crazy ball.
That's that Kent State love.
Look at that Amir.
He
is
loves
going
it.
crazy.
That's that Kent State love.
Fist pumps. Tie game. Nick Bean to pull.
It's not like this is a big game or
Tie-
anything.
Tie game. 3 minutes to go.
This game is clearly over already.
Weston with some expert commentary.
Wayner to pick up to Corey.
I know this team has what it is to just walk in and open it, but
Oops, sorry about that.
To Ethan, who swings it to Corey, back to Wayner.
there was a shot right there that could have been taken, no doubt.
A break to Ashley.
Ashley comes down with
Ashley
it.
wide open on that
So
break cut.
good.
Looks off a couple throws, takes Ethan.
This guy needs to play amazing defense on Wayner right now.
Ashley wide open.
Or else it's over.
Libby with
Whoa.
a big D.
Whoa. What was
Foul
called?
Foul called. No contest.
Ooh. That foul was foul.
The house almost came down on that one.
I think that's a questionable call, but I don't disagree.
Let's see it
with
over
no
the
contest.
top throw to Corey
The
there.
way that the
I don't, I don't disagree
Wide open.
with that no contest. I mean,
we'll see what happens.
Ethan
here.
wide open.
the players were traveling in opposite directions.
Come on.
Score by
Oh,
Ethan.
Asian face goes up 12-11. Minute 45 to go.
Is that a Bayard?
that has been
He plays for
No,
plays for Scoober
of
diving.
course. I don't think I've
Maynard
seen
to pull.
him.
59 seconds to go.
Has he been
Can
absent?
scuba diving put together a drive
Somebody
in
told me
50
that
seconds?
He skips a bunch.
Dude, look at this ragged line of total utility. We've got Vayant fielding the deepest pull you've ever seen, and he was
that is-
actually out
he
of
caught
bounds.
that out of bounds.
That was
pull you've
actually
ever
a
seen.
turnover,
That was a-
technically.
That was a terrible. No, it's not a turnover.
No, it
If
wouldn't
he
be a
caught it out of
turnover.
bounds, it should be a
Maybe with
brick.
the disc.
I thought he caught it with his foot on the line.
Yeah, that should be out of
Jenny,
bounds.
backhand break.
Officially.
I thought that was a turnover.
Nope.
Big
technically.
power put.
He just
Hey, you
chose
need to swing
play it. I
and
don't
go
know
to the
why he
end
did
zone.
that, but whatever.
Swings to Jacob, who puts it
Whoa,
deep.
He's not afraid. That kid is not afraid.
Oh, that's probably going to wrap it up there.
That's a big.
Ashley's going to walk it up.
Oh my
15
God.
seconds to go.
Yeah, 15-ish. I don't.
That is a
We were
big
completely
miscue.
right
but
with that.
I could be
Jacob is
wrong.
Prepared to do what is necessary. Let's go, Diner! Come on, Jacob! Let's go, Jacob! Yeah, he fucking deserves it right now. Let's go, Jacob.
Game over. Asian face
Come on,
wins.
that's some- No, it's a. I thought it was an 0 point.